In this video, we're going to continue our study of the accidents of the parts of speech in Lesson 3 in Latin Grammar 1. So far, we've studied number, case, gender, declension, conjugation, and mood. In this lesson, we're going to study tempus, or time, which is also called tense in most grammar classes. We're going to get right to it. Rule number 7 in Lesson 3. The Latin rule says, tempora verborum sunt sex. Tempora verborum sunt sex. The first word, tempora, is simply the plural form of the word tempus. So tempus means tense. Tempora means the tenses. Tempora verborum, the tenses of verbs. Sunt sex. There are 6 tenses. And now we're going to read a list of the 6 tenses, which are very simple. Okay? The tenses of verbs are 6. Tempora verborum sunt 6. First, presens, present tense, simple. Presens, sive instans. Sive means or. Instans means instant, at this moment. Present or instant. Okay, so the first tense is present tense, presens. The second tense, praeteritum imperfectum. Praeteritum imperfectum. This word praeteritum just means past. So it's a past tense. Imperfectum means it's not completed. Imperfectum, imperfect. It's the past imperfect, or we'll just call it the imperfect tense. What it means is it's an activity that took place in the past that was not necessarily completed. For example, if I say, when I was a kid, I loved ice cream. That's an example of a past imperfect verb. I loved ice cream. Because it doesn't say if I ever stopped loving ice cream or finished the activity. It's past and imperfect. It's not necessarily completed. Okay? So the first tense was the present. The second tense is the preterite imperfect or past imperfect or just imperfect, the not complete tense. Next, we have praeteritum perfectum. Praeteritum perfectum. Preterite, past, perfectum, perfect or complete. All right? It's an activity that was not only done in the past, but was completed in the past. So if I say, when I was 18 years old, I graduated high school. Graduated is preterite perfect, past perfect. It's a past event that was finished in the past. Okay? Think of how different they are. I loved ice cream. I graduated. They're different tenses. Okay? One is past, but it may continue. The other is past and it's finished. Okay, that's past perfect and past imperfect. Those are the first 3 tenses. The next one, this big impressive word that's pretty simple. Praeteritum, past, plusquam, which means more than, perfectum, perfect or complete. Praeteritum plusquam perfectum. So past, more than perfect, more than complete. Now what this one means is that it's a past action that at some past time was perfect or complete. Okay? So if I say something like, when I was 20 years old, so what we do we move to a point in time, and I say, when I was 20 years old, I had finished high school. Okay? When I was 20 years old, so I move back to a point of reference in the past, and I say, at that point in the past, this event was already completed. It's preterite plusquam perfectum. Past more than perfect. Okay? when I was 20 years old, I had finished high school. That's praeteritum plusquam perfectum. Then we have futurum infectum. Futurum infectum and futurum perfectum. So we have the present, the imperfect, the perfect, the pluperfect, and now there's two more that relate to the future. The future infectum or imperfectum, it's the same idea, and the future perfectum, future perfect. So we have future imperfect or just future, and future perfect. All right, future imperfect or infectum, as it says here, just means we refer to a future event. I shall retire. Okay, I shall take a vacation. It's future. All right, future infectum is the same as imperfectum. It's just a contraction of the word imperfectum. And then lastly, futurum perfectum means at some point in the future, this will be finished. So I'll say, when I am 60 years old, I shall have finished teaching Latin grammar. I shall have finished teaching. It's an event or an action that's to be complete at some point in time. It's future perfect, future complete event. Okay, so those are the 6 tenses. And again, when we study the verbs, we're going to learn all different forms for each of these tenses. And you'll really see and understand the difference between all of them by the meanings of the words that we learn and study. So, rule number 7, tempora verborum sunt 6. The tenses of verbs are 6. Present, imperfect, perfect, pluperfect, future, and future perfect. Those are the 6 names for the 6 tenses of verbs. Okay, so that shouldn't be that hard. That's a rule that I think most students can be pretty comfortable with the content, not a lot of new stuff there. But this idea of plusquam perfectum and futurum perfectum, those are some ideas that many students do need to learn for the first time and understand. So if you have questions about those or want to understand them a little better, let me know and I'll chat with you about them. But there's 6 tenses of verbs, pretty simple to be memorized. So you've got more work to do here. Rule number 7, we've got 3 to go and we're done with lesson 3. So time for you to get to work. God bless your studies.